So as we go round, we'll get set up and obviously for that bit. Yeah, just coming into view now is our group of seals here. The group that we have here is a bachelor group of male common seals. We have two species of seal locally. We have commons and greys. Common seals here will get up to about 1.5 metres in length and weigh anything up to about 150 kilos. In comparison, out on the Goodwin Sands where we have our grey seals will get up to about 2.5 metres in length and weigh anything up to about 300 kilos. The other big differences between the two seals, other than shape and size, is as we get a little bit closer to these guys, you'll notice that their snout is quite short. So from the side profile, they look very much like a cat. In comparison, the grey seals have a much longer nose and look a bit more like a small dog from the side profile. The group here is up to about 30 strong, and then out on the Goodwins, our group is up to about 350. And we, as I mentioned earlier, we've got probably about just under 1/3 of the UK's population of seals here on the Kent coast.
They don't seem to mind your presence, do they? They're used to you now.
Yeah, the main reason being is further up the river here at Sandwich there is a marina, so there is quite good boat traffic, you know.
Yeah.
So these guys are actually, you know, not bothered by the boats at all. You'll notice some of them filming them and taking pictures. They're actually sitting in a little bit of a banana shape with their tail flippers up and their head up. That actually shows to us that the seals are actually really relaxed and chilled out. They only actually sit like that when they're relaxed. You'll also see there's a very mixed coloration in the seals here, and that's very natural. When they are in the water and they first come out, they're very dark grey, almost black, and as they've been out of the water for a while, they start to dry out and their fur gets lighter and lighter. Yeah, they're pretty much here all year round.
Why do they like it here?
It's pretty sheltered in terms of wind, etc. There's not bad fish stock in the river, and then they can obviously go out into Pegwell Bay and then further afield to actually go and find the food that they need. We know that seals will swim up to about 50 kilometres from their hauling out area, so you can imagine once they go out of the river and into Pegwell Bay, 50 kilometres in 3 or 4 directions gives them a huge area where they can go swimming and fishing and mating. Common seals here pup June, July time, and our grey seals will pup October, November through to December. How long has the population been? They think about 10 years, started with about 2 seals about 10 years ago. And as I say, it's a bachelor group of males. There's no females here at all, it's just purely males. The female common seals are mixed in with the greys out on the Goodwin Sands and also round on the Margate Hook Sands. So when it comes time for the seals to go mating, these guys will go off and find the females and mate with the females.
They look like they're sunbathing.
Yeah, they're pretty much basking, taking in the sunshine. Seals, whales and dolphins are very, very evolved mammals for being in the water. The seals here can stand the water for up to 30 minutes and they can dive to depths up to about 150 metres. Also, what they've done over time, if you ever look at a human anatomy, where the veins and arteries run in a body, they run very much parallel. With a whale, a seal or a dolphin, they're actually interwoven, and actually in certain parts of their body they're actually exchange valves, so they can actually pump out hot blood from their heart and exchange that into the cold blood in their veins, and vice versa. So they can actually use it as a very complex central heating system to either heat the body up or cool it down, depending on what they're doing and where they are. You'll notice over here, we've got the 2 solitary ones on the end here. We've got one here with a bit of a ginger collar. Now, ginger is not a natural colour for seals. That actually tells us that's actually spent a bit of time in the wash. There's a high iron ore in the water in the wash, and it actually stains the fur with the seal, sort of gingery rusty colour.
Right.
Quite often get seals here that are completely rusty brown, and that just means that they spend a little bit of time up there. Quite a varied diet as well, primarily fish. They also eat a lot of sand eel, so with the sandbanks etc that we've got around here, there is a good abundance of sand eel, so good food for them. They eat squid, octopus, lobster, basically anything they can get hold of. So if you like sushi, the life of a seal is pretty good, to be fair.
And you say that you know that these are quite a lazy group, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. As I say, the other groups that we've got around the coast and also around the UK, you'll tend to find at high water, etc., they'll go off swimming and they will spend quite a lot of their time in the water because of the areas that they haul out in don't actually appear until the sort of top of the tide. These guys will sit here pretty much all day long and then just literally go off swimming when they're hungry. Now, whilst they do look cute and cuddly up close and personal, they're not quite as good, cute and cuddly. all the team that work for me, we're all trained as marine mammal medics with the British Divers Marine Life Rescue. So we get involved in dolphin, seal and whale rescue, primarily on the Thanet coastline, but also all around the UK. Out of the 3 animal groups we deal with, these are the most grumpy and the most vicious. If you can imagine, a common seal pup is about 1/2 metre in length. It has a mouthful of teeth very much like a cat's teeth, but about 3 or 4 times as many. But a common seal pup has the bite power of a fully grown Alsatian. So you can imagine these guys here, the juveniles and the adults, the bite power in their jaws is a lot more. They also carry what are called zoonotic diseases. So this means the bugs and diseases that the seals carry are easily transferred to humans. So if you've got a cat or a dog bite and it broke the skin, you probably need a tetanus jab and it'll get a bit swollen. If you get a seal bite that breaks the skin, it will get very dirty and very infected very quickly, and normal penicillin based antibiotics won't actually touch a seal bite.